ready to go, so we'll wait and start funding. Scott, you got the floor.
Thank you very much. Hopefully everybody copied the minutes from the previous meeting. And I provided another copy for you in front of there. If you have any questions on those, we can get to those after our presentation. Real quick, we've got a couple of guys that are going to be here talking about a few things along with myself. But first of all, obviously we're waiting for a final word on the DNR grant and everything. And of course, Don has been very active and involved in that. And Don, go ahead and tell them what we know. We don't know much, but we just a little bit.
Really, all we know is we're waiting on getting word from the National Park Service. That's who the funding comes to on the federal side of it. So they expect that this month. They've told us, the earliest it would be March, but we were hoping to be March or April, but evidently it's going to be this month. So the biggest thing we've got to have done now is the engineering plans and all the pre-work for the projects and get that approved by the state. So he's going to work with Midwestern Engineering to get that as quickly as possible. Erica's waiting on it up at the state DNR. We get that to her, and when she gets those approved, then we'll be ready to roll. So
And I know she said the sooner we get them, the better, because she'll be bogged down in about a month.
Exactly. And then the thing we got to have done before we get reimbursement is the encumbrance on the deed. So I know we weren't in a hurry, but we got to go ahead and get Devin to get it worked out, and maybe he already does. To get that language in the deed, and he's got it, or did have it. I don't know if it needs to be done. But that's got to be done, the encumbrance language, put in that deed before they'll reimburse on any of the funding.
For the park.
For the park, yeah.
Yeah.
What it's saying is you can't turn the park into something else
Yeah,
afterwards.
right.
Yeah.
And they had told Devin
Yeah.
what's saying it right
Yeah.
now. He just needs to get it done.
So I think that's really the, do you have anything else, Kenny, from your discussion with her?
That's about it. She just, in that email, she just had 3 or 4 things we needed to get on right away, and what the Midwestern Engineering stuff was at the top of the list, and she said she needs it as soon as she can get it. That way she can get right on it, and it won't be put on the back shelf.
And you have Midwest
Oh, yeah.
coming.
Everything's in their hands. I told Kenny that I wish we were engineers, we'd get paid better, but we're not, so. We're at their mercy.
All right. Thank you, Don. Not much to report on the website. It's kind of been put on the back burner with everything else going on, but that will be something we'll be tackling here very, very shortly to get our page along with the town of Hanover's up and running. Baseball and softball. We've got 31 teams signed up here through the parks. Actually, the schedules were released today, so if anybody's wondering when they're going to get their schedule, it should be any time. The coaches will have them. Except for boys major, the 11-12, we're still working on their schedule. We do have 340 kids signed up through Hanover Parks. And just for comparison purposes, again, last year we had 300 kids, but that included 5 teams that we counted from Trimble County and a couple from Madison. So this 340 has signed up through the park office here and are ready to go. And after your meeting, or the town council meeting, if you go out there, we've got 6 fields out there that have been practicing on. We've got so many teams. We've got our 3 regular ball diamonds, then we created 3 practice fields out there as well. And this past Monday, I should have taken a picture, but Kenny had a tennis match going on. All 6 fields had practices going on, and it was awesome.
Kids everywhere.
Kids were everywhere. It was
On the
awesome.
playgrounds.
Yeah, absolutely,
Everywhere.
absolutely. So the place is more alive now than it's ever been before, so it's awesome. Opening day is still slated for May 21st, or May 23rd rather. We'll have a brief opening ceremony about 5:30 before game starts, so you guys are more than welcome to come on out and be part of that. Again, May 23rd at about 5:30. It'll be over here on field number 2. I do want to run through our list of our team sponsors and our banner sponsors, just kind of give them a little kudos, and it won't take me very long, but we do have 31 team sponsors and 16 are new that weren't sponsors last year. Helton Eye Care, Penn Station, Sutter for Prosecutor, Barker Kitchen and Bath Cabinets, Ferguson Electric, Venture Out Business Center, Morgan and A Funeral Center, CB Harrell Associates, Tandy's Trucking and Excavating, Best Carts, Anderson Sales and Service, Lehman Hummel Insurance, Steinhardt Egan Air Conditioning, Penny Lane Properties, Smoke and Crow's Barbecue, and Dr. Alex Marty, Dr. Lauren Spencer, Chicken Run Nursery, by the way, the name of that team is Chicken Run Nursery's Chicken Littles, so that was kind of cool. Napier Trucking, Fast Paced Healthcare Urgent Care, Cruising Auto Sales, Friendship State Bank, Craig Toyota, the Hanover Co-ed Softball League, Can Do Maintenance, Jester's Lawn Care, North Madison Christian Church, Hoosiers Bouncers and Party Rental, Vickers Flooring, Madison Land Title, Jendy's Pizzeria, and Moonlight Motel. That's our 31 team sponsors that we have for our teams this year. Kudos to them for stepping up. Also, a big thank you goes out to Anderson's Hardware, the Wine family, Carl W. Risk, and also Hanover Co-ed Softball League for making other contributions to our program to help offset the cost of kids playing in our program and the like. So we appreciate that. Also, banners. I promised we'd have more than we did last year. We've got 27 banners ready to go up. Of our banner sponsors, 20 are brand new, and some of them sponsored both a team and a banner, but just real quickly, Best Carts, Steinhardt Heating and Air Conditioning, Penn Station, Ferguson Electric, Madison Land Title, Tandy's Trucking and Excavating, Moonlight Motel, Dr. Alex Marty and Dr. Lauren Spencer, CB Harold and Associates, Fast Paced Health Urgent Care, Collier's Detailing gets 2 banners, Dickey's Doghouse 2 banners, Venture Out Business Center, McKay Accounting, Malone Solutions 2 banners, Madison Precision Products 2 banners, also Sutter for Prosecutor, North Madison Christian Church, Lehman Hummel Insurance, Can Do Maintenance, Napier Trucking, Friendship State Bank, and Vickers Flooring. Those folks have all stepped up, and we've got them from all over the area. They're helping support our baseball and softball program. We do appreciate that. Big kudos goes out to our volunteer coaches. We've got, like I said, 31 teams, and there's 2 or 3 coaches per team, so we're talking almost 100 that are volunteer to coach our young ladies and our young guys out here. So we're really looking forward to a great season out here again this year. Any questions about baseball and softball?
What is Moonlight Hotel?
Moonlight Hotel is based out of Versailles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
just wondered.
the grandkids are living in this area, so they're
Okay.
playing down here. So
You got space to hang all the
Good
banners?
for them.
we're going to create some space. Last year I hung them on the far side of the tennis courts, and we're going to hang them on the outside of some of the baseball courts, baseball fields, and then if we need to, I'm going to put some fence posts down and put a couple banners just along the path out there. So there'll be places to put, I promise you.
Good problem to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, so, and there may be more. It's not too late to sponsor a band. So anyway, so we're looking forward to it. The Easter egg hunt, just real quick, for those who were here, it was unbelievable. The weather was crappy. It was terrible, but that didn't keep people away. It sleeted, it rained. We had 4,000 eggs out here, and not one was left by the end of the thing. Huge success. Well over 300 kids and their families were here. Big kudos goes out to the Chelsea Church of God. I think they were a little overwhelmed. They didn't expect that many, but they did a great job. Also thanks to Nucor, Co-ed Softball League here in Hanover, and Madison Assembly of God for stepping up and helping sponsor that event, and it was huge. Easter Bunny was here, place was packed, kids took home, we had some scooters we gave away, there's Easter baskets, and I think everybody had all kinds of stuff. They had plenty of candy too, so.
Plenty of food, too.
Plenty of food, yeah. They served hot dogs and chips and drinks afterwards, so it was a great success. And kudos goes out to the Chelsea Church of God for stepping up. They had a lot of volunteers out here too. And like I said, I think they were a little overwhelmed. We had bouncy houses out here. It was pretty awesome. And so it was a good time. Even though the weather wasn't ideal, it still was a great event. Awesome event.
And Scott jumped the gun.
And I jumped the gun. I blew the whistle and everybody took off to go get the eggs. So anyway, but every one of them was gathered. Every one of them was gathered. Yeah, I shouldn't have blown the whistle. Shouldn't have done that.
They looked to get their attention.
Yeah, they took off, and there was no stopping them at that point. Yeah, there was no stopping.
I love it.
So it was awesome. This past Saturday, the senior citizens had a a yard and bake sale. I believe, I'm not positive on the numbers, but they made $300 or $400.
Good.
That was completely donated items that they got moved to different people. And I think the rest that they had was donated to either Goodwill or something else that was left over. Some people actually on Monday and Tuesday were coming in and picking up some free items that they offered them up. So, and that was all organized by Ellen and the crew across the way, and they did a great job, Sharon and Louise and the crew. So, and they had a lot of folks here helping with that. So, great effort. The golf scramble, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Snaba. Our golf scramble is planned for June the 4th. The first annual Hanover Hackers Open will be at Butler Falls Golf Course. It's called Hackers, which allows me to play because I'm not a golfer by any means. But Rick, you want to tell the folks about the golf scramble coming up?
Well, right now, we're not completely full. We've got, I think, 12 teams signed up. We have about 13 holes taken care of. We're trying to get all 18 holes sponsored. We got a tournament sponsor today. Lantier Winery and Distillery is going to take care of all the prizes that are going to be handed out. We're just looking forward to a fun day. You know, we're not looking to break any scoring records unless it's Kenny Garrett's team, and you know how he is. You know, he usually comes up with a team that, and he keeps the score for us too, so that kind of makes a big difference in how you score. But we're looking for a good time, and you know, if you guys want to come out, we're going to start 8:30 with registration and everything. 8:15, I can't remember what we said on that. We're going to have a shotgun start at 9 o'clock. So we're not going to use a shotgun, okay? So don't worry about it. We'll have Scott blow the whistle, and it'll take care of it. So
It might be worth coming to see Scott play.
How much does it cost to sponsor a hole?
$100. And it's $200 per team. $50 a player, but $200 a team. Any other questions?
Are you gonna do a raffle there? or-
Yes, we'll have a 50-50. There'll be a 50-50. There'll be, what else are we doing?
Mulligans. selling
Mulligans.
With a limit, I can only buy some.
Yeah, well, you don't get any.
Don and Rick's let me play on their team, so I
Oh, really?
Yeah. But there is still time to get your team involved. If you need more information, you can contact me at 812-292-4282 or Rick or Don and get your teams involved. Again, we're just looking for other opportunities for folks that could care less about maybe baseball and softball or concert here, but they love to play golf, and we're looking for opportunities where they can give back to the park. And the proceeds do benefit the Hanover Park office. So there'll be a meal provided as part of the entry fee and stuff like that. So it's going to be, we're looking for a good day over there. There will be no baseball or softball games scheduled that day over here, so everybody can focus in on what's going on over there. So we're looking forward to that. Something else we're really looking forward to, and it's gaining momentum, the Hanover Horsepower car and music show. It's going to be August the 5th and the 6th, and I think something just got posted today on Facebook, kind of a mock-up of a poster and a flyer. We can announce, I think, on August the 5th, we're going to have the Louisville Crashers here performing at Hanover Park. Prior to that, we're expecting a cruise in, and then the following day, who knows how many hundreds of cars we'll have out here. But they walk the park, and they're going to park them along the path, kind of back them off so we can use the path as a natural way around. It will be a ticketed event, so you'll have to buy a wristband or something like that. I think it's $20 for both days or $15 for an individual. 10 and under get in for free. There'll be a food court. We'll have music also on Saturday and Sunday, or Saturday. It's Dave and Whitney,
Yes.
followed by Buffalo Bob's on Saturday. So I want to thank Midwest 2 Mills and the Russell family. They're kind of heading that thing up, but there's a lot of other folks who love car shows that are being part of that organization and putting it together, and it's going to be big.
You have music times yet?
Music times, Crashers are going to play at, you told me yesterday,
8 o'clock early to start, 7:30, 8 o'clock.
7:30, 8 o'clock, and then on Saturday,
Whitney starts around 7, right? What you got written down?
I don't know, you told me.
I don't have the sheet in front of me, but David Whitney will start around 7 o'clock. No, 6:30 maybe.
6:30, and the Buffalo Bob's at 8 o'clock.
Coming in at 8 o'clock.
So the car show will end at about 5, and then the awards presentation.
Between 5 and 5:30, 5:45.
Plus, there's going to be an auction. We're going to auction off some items too, and everything like that. So it's going to be a big event. So we're looking forward to that. We'll get you more details as we get closer to it. A couple other things. Not that we don't have enough going on. which is great. We are going to offer a softball camp out here at Hanover Park. Tony Ralston's going to be our lead instructor. It's going to be June 1st and 2nd. It's going to run from 9 until 1 both of those days. $40 is the cost. You'll get a t-shirt out of it plus the instruction. We'll also have snacks there provided for the kids. It's for those incoming 3rd through 8th graders, and we'll get more information out. I've got a flyer here that we'll get out there, and I'll get it to our kids in our program, but we'll also post it and get it out there, get some kids involved in our softball camp. Again, that's on June 1st and 2nd. And then we're also going to offer up, thanks to Nancy Totten, and I'm sure she'll have Paul DeLammerins out here, our 2nd year of our Hanover Soccer Clinic. It's going to be on June 21st through the 23rd in the morning from 9 to 11. The fee for that's $25, includes a t-shirt. It's designed for kids ages 4 through middle school, and that'll be all out here. And Nancy's looking forward to that, and she's going to get the information to the school so we can get everybody over here. So we got a couple of camps planned, and I can foresee us doing some other, maybe not this year, but adding some more camps on our schedule, and maybe do one every month. Maybe a tennis, maybe somebody instructs in tennis or something like that. We'll talk to the tennis coach there at Southwestern. So. Also, just 2 other things, and I want to let Kevin Jester talk a little bit about it. Of course, he heads up the Co-Ed Softball League, Hanover Co-Ed Softball League, the Bush League, but they're not Bush League by any means, because they do great work in behind the scenes. And he's planning a big event coming up the first part of October that we want him to kind of give you some ideas of what's going to be going on with that.
Okay. So October 1st has kind of got thrown in my lap a little bit, but it kind of hits home with me too. It's going to be a tournament that's going to benefit glioblastomas, it's cancer, brain cancer, which my father-in-law might pass back in December for. And also it's going to benefit a engineering scholarship where, of course, our kids can apply for it, surrounding counties. We plan to have possibly a Friday night, we're going to do an opposite hand home run derby. And then Saturday, we plan to do a fish fry and 3-on-3 tournament, cornhole tournament, and a softball tournament all in one. Of course, I'll be running circles as usual, so should be a good day. Hopefully, weather's great for that. So,
And we'll get more details on that as we get closer to it. And right now, we haven't set the date for the party in the park, but we talked to Kenny about it first to make sure we weren't going to be conflicting with anything going on. And we have our soccer jamboree, I think, is planned for that first Saturday in September. So we'll get something figured out, and we might even do it at the same time as our soccer clinic, our soccer jamboree, where we got a lot of people at the park. But that party in the park was a great event last year, and Kenny did a great job pulling that all together. So, but we're trying to coordinate everything together. I got the master calendar in my office, but we don't want to overlap or miss anybody either. So we get everybody involved. So. And one other thing, Rainbow Park, the work has begun. It's awesome. I went over there today. The path is paved all the way around, the parking lot, and I guess the basketball court's been paved now. It's not done by any means. We've got to get the equipment over there. We're getting the basketball court up and ready to go, but it's a vast improvement from what was there when I arrived in November of 2020. From pictures I took then to pictures I took today, it's going to be great. And I think the residents over there are going to enjoy it. The folks at Thornton Terrace, and the folks at Rainbow Park, and the kids in the neighborhood, I think are going to love it over there. So, but that work has begun, and I'm sure there'll be a big gathering once it's all ready to go, and we'll have a big grand opening with Nucor there because they sponsored a basketball goal and that and the like. And everybody's been involved. Community Foundation folks will be up there too. So, but it's really already different. It doesn't even look like the same place, but it's going to be a much-used park and a much-needed work being done over there. So, yeah, it looks really good. So, that's all I have.
That's it.
You have any questions? Diane?
While it's fresh on Rainbow Park, we are, I got with CDMs, there was a couple little problems. The ground over there was not perfect. So there's a couple little problems in the asphalt that they're going to be there tomorrow and repaired. But overall, I thought it turned out fantastic. The basketball court's going to be amazing. That parking and the basketball court's just unreal. It's going to be very handicap accessible to the building and then all the way around. I went over there this afternoon and walked the trail this evening, actually, before I came here. And there probably was 7 to 10 kids running around on bikes and training wheels. they were hot lapping around that thing and just having a ball. It was
I
just
bet.
so talkative.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool, actually.
yeah, yeah.
Reassuring that it was the right thing to do.
Oh, sure.
So, very excited.
Absolutely.
Any other questions for Scott?
Make a motion to adjourn.
All those favor, aye.
Let you go do any information
We're,
on.
we're done.
So, Scott,